Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, last video before I hit the sack, get some sleep because we gotta go to work tomorrow. I wanted to talk about just talk a little bit about and just touch on like Naoya the Monster Inoue. He's fighting this Saturday on the Zone. Um, in the first round of the World Boxing Super Series for the bantamweights. Now, this tournament to me, for Inoue especially, like very interesting because the reason it's interesting is because Inoue, this guy, when we talk about the eye test in boxing, like guys who pass the eye test, this guy just passes it with flying colors. You watch this guy fight, it don't matter if you're a hardcore boxing fan, casual boxing fan. You watch this guy fight, you just know like this guy has special abilities. The problem has been with him is that he really doesn't have the names to match what we've been seeing. So that happens a lot in boxing. But now there will be no confusion. He will have to fight the best guys, and it starts on Saturday. And he's going to fight a guy that I'm very familiar with because I've seen him fight twice in person. I saw him fight in March here at the Heavyweight Factory. Juan Carlos Payano. Juan Carlos Payano will be fighting him Saturday in Japan. Payano is a tough southpaw Dominican bantamweight, 20-1, 9 knockouts. Been in there with a lot of fighters, man. He's fought the likes of Rashid Warren and Samuel Moreno. Alexis Santiago's a Mayweather fighter. He's been in there. He's a guy's proven. Guy's a proven champion, durable fighter, awkward fighter. He's the kind of veteran fighter that you'd want to see how Inoue does against. And I'm making this video to just ask the question, to just talk about like what's in front of him right now. He has a chance, and I'm gonna say it like this, man. He has a chance, as many other people do in boxing right now. Because I would say, and I'm gonna say this, and I really can't say this for any other fighter except Terrence Crawford, and maybe Usyk, but Usyk not as much. In terms of just pure eye tests in boxing right now, I think if you made like a pound for pound list, just straight eye test, you don't know nothing else, just eye test alone, I would say my pound for pound would be based on that alone. You'd have Lomachenko, Crawford, Inoue. Inoue would be third. His skills, what he's been showing in the ring, fight after fight after fight, as he begins to mature and come into his own. Because people forget he's accomplished so much in his young career, but he's 25. He only has 16. He has 16 fights. He's 25 years old. He's now getting into that prime. He accomplished so much early in his career, but now as his body fills out, now as he begins to learn himself more as a fighter in the ring, you're seeing him just get better and better and better. And I think this tournament is going to be the ultimate litmus test, and he has a chance. I'll say it like this, man. I think Naoya Inoue has a chance to be the first. Let me make sure I'm not going crazy here. He has a chance to be the first fighter below 100, below the lightweight division from Japan to really become like a success. And I'm talking about in the States. I think he can be a successful fighter in terms of drawing people in the States. And the reason I say that, I'm not just gonna say that to say that. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna use examples of other fighters who have fought around his weight, who have been successful here in the States. Romo Gonzalez is a fighter I'm a very big fan of. Romo Gonzalez, I went to his fight in 2016 at the Forum in LA. Great night of boxing. Wish I could live it again. It was so fantastic. Sold like almost 10,000 tickets. Did great. Why I think Inoue has a chance to be very successful in boxing here in the States is he's like I told you, he passes the eye test, and I think that's very important. You could be a good technical boxer, but that's not what's going to sell tickets. Unfortunately, I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you what sells tickets and what doesn't. Good technical boxers don't sell tickets, okay? But his style does. He's got great defense. He's a fantastic counter puncher. He's got one punch knockout power at his weight class. He's just fun to watch. He's fun to watch, and and this is my opinion. This is my opinion. when you get to the like West Coast of America, so I'm talking about particularly California. There's a big Japanese, and even New York City. There's big Japanese. There's a big Japanese population in places like cities like that, and the Japanese have a very rich boxing history. You know, it's not the most celebrate. It's not the most like heralded boxing history because it doesn't get the attention that it should. But the Japanese have some of the richest boxing history of any country in boxing. Um, but it doesn't get the attention it deserves because a lot of that history is in the small weight classes, which don't get a lot of attention to begin with anyway. So with that being said, Inoue I think has a chance to be the first fighter to come to the States. And I know this fight is not in the States, and I'm rambling here, but I think you could legitimately market him in LA, New York City, and he could be a draw there in those places and be a success here and be someone that people want to watch fight consistently. That's just my opinion. But as for the World Boxing Super Series, his skills are going to be put to the test. In all the fights we didn't get to see from the Wrong Messiah fight to the Estrada fight to the Roman Gonzalez fights, all those great fights at 115 that I'm so mad, but I'm never going to get to see them because I really wanted to see them. We're going to see some now, and it'll be interesting to see, just like at the new weight, because this is going to be his second fight at 118. In his first fight, he completely destroyed and obliterated Jamie McDonald in the span of one round. So he's really fought all of one round at 118. So the Payano fight could be a trap fight for him because Payano is a durable fighter. Payano is an awkward fighter. Payano is a veteran fighter. It has all the recipes for a fight that can go rounds, and he's going to need rounds. And I think Payano will give him quality rounds. I don't see Payano being able to outpoint Inoue because I just think Inoue's jab is so diverse and has so much dexterity to it that he's able to set so much off of it, and he just improves. He improves. And right now, as far as I'm concerned, the pound for pound throwing in boxing belongs to Alexander Usyk. I think it belongs to Alexander Usyk because he's undisputed. He's literally beat everybody in his weight class. Anybody at cruiserweight, he's beaten them, with the exception of Bellew, who he's now going to fight. So the fact that he had the opportunity to legitimately, I'm talking about legitimately, clear out a weight class, not BS clearing out weight classes like we see with certain fighters where they beat one named guy in the division and a couple of solid guys and they move on. No, he is legitimately clearing the weight class and he's going undisputed, and he's and they're pegging him as a guy to fight Anthony Joshua. So that should show you what kind of level he's on. Okay, so and another underrated fact is if he beats Tony Bellew, he'll be the first cruiserweight champion. I think I don't know. Yeah, he'll be the first cruiserweight champion since ever period to defend the undisputed cruiserweight title. It's never happened because Holyfield moved up, O'Neal Bell lost. So that is worth noting. That's not being talked about. But yeah, outside of Usyk, I think Inoue has there's things he can do in boxing where I think he's got a legitimate chance for a year, 2 years from now to really have that throne. I think he has a chance to have a legitimate claim to that throne, and we'll see, man. We'll definitely have to see. I'm really looking forward to this fight because he really has improved. His defense has got tighter. His jab has improved. He's learned how to land and throw punches at different speeds, which I think when you're a young fighter is very, very important. When you're a young fighter, it's very important to learn how to vary the speed of your punches because when you're a young fighter, you want to throw all your punches hard, bah, 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 bah. And opponents pick up on that, and you become a little easier to hit. But when you learn how to, bah, 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 and you learn how to vary the speed of the punches and then move with the punches and slip with the punches, then you become more dangerous, and then that allows you to land punches. The percentage you landing a punch that your opponent won't see, which will thus in turn allow you to knock them out, is a lot higher than if you were just throwing all your punches hard. So I think that's what Inoue's gotten better at as time goes on, and it's gonna get really put to the test against Payano, who is definitely a worthy opponent. So, yeah, just want to talk about Inoue because he is the talk of the tournament. He is the guy that people are pegging to win the whole thing. And it's a very, very solid tournament. You got the likes of Zolani Tete, who is a devastating puncher. You got the likes of Emmanuel Rodriguez, who I think if Inoue winds up fighting a guy like Emmanuel Rodriguez, that will be a great test for him. And I think Rodriguez will be a live dog in that fight. You know, he's an undefeated Puerto Rican fighter with deep amateur experience, fantastic boxing skills, pure boxing skills, great movement. I could see him maybe outpointing Inoue. That'd be tough. We got Ryan Burnett, who's a solid fighter. So it's a great tournament for him. It's a great litmus test for Inoue, and it's the litmus test that we as the hardcore boxing fans have been waiting for to see if what we've been seeing for all these years is really what we think it is. So we'll see. But stay tuned for my coverage on that later this week. It'll be on the zone. So yeah, you'll see me talking about that very soon. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think Naoya Inoue will win the 118-pound bantamweight World Boxing Super Series? This is the second season of the World Boxing Super Series. The first season just concluded. I'll have my video on Caleb Smith and his performance coming up very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. Like I say in every single video, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just keeping dinging. So until next time, take care, guys.